not only the IM world that is getting more and more competitive, but I do think that the DAC dongle world is also getting really competitive. So hello and welcome to Aftersound Review, and this is my review for the dongle from Epz. Yes, I have reviewed some Epz products before, usually the IMs, and I really love their Q5, but this time I'm reviewing their dongle that only costs around $50 less, that is using a really heavyweight body on it, and it does feels like an expensive dongle, at least in my hand. And this is the TP20 Epz. So just like usual, I will break down this review from the build, user experience, sound, and comparison. One thing that is really noticeable from the start when you're touching it is just how heavy they are. Really, I think this is the heaviest dongle that I have ever tried, and it's made of zinc alloy. And even though it's heavy, you can definitely feel that it feels like a high quality material that will last for a long time. And also, even the buttons are really nice and feels really high quality. I hope you can hear this click sound. It's just really convincing. It's really clicky and it doesn't feel flimsy like the buttons I find in the Moondrop Dawn Pro here. It feels really plasticky and not really convincing. But this one, oh, the clickiness of it just feels really nice. And also you also get this gain switch here that also really feels like a solid product. And you got 4.4 millimeter jack and 3.5, and you got this USB connection here. Now for the user experience, honestly, this dongle, even though it does feels like a really high quality dongle because of its weight and material, but I cannot help but feel that during my testing time, because of how heavy it is, it's a little bit annoying, especially when I'm using them with my phone and then I put them in my pockets. I cannot help but feel that there's something heavy stucking in my pocket, and also when I'm just leaving them dangling with my phone like this, it just feels kind of scary. It feels like it can fall anytime because of how heavy it is, and you can definitely tell. But if you're using them maybe in cafe or while working, just put them in front of your desk. I think that's no problem with that. It's just because of how heavy it is, it's not really suitable for me when I'm walking or just taking them with my phone while still dangling with the IMs and this dongle. But other than that, I do feel that this dongle also feels nice, especially if I just use them on my desk, and then I can change the volume button and also pause play easily, because the button here is just really noticeable when I'm touching them, and yeah, I can change them easily. Also, changing the gain is just also really easy. But one thing that I also noticed about this is the thing is, I'm using UApp on my phone, and usually if you bought also UApp with your phone, the Android, when you connect your dongles like any other of my dongles here, literally when I connect them with my phone, just the time when I connect them, just like that, the UApp will read that there's a device, there's a USB DAC that is connected to the phone. Do you want to turn on the UApp? But not this one. This one is different. It's only will be turned on when you not also plug your phone in this dongle, but it needs to be connected also to the IM. So when you're not connecting them to the IM, it's not turned on, and you can see that with this light indicator here. It will not turn on and it will not play any sound. But when you plug your IMs in this dongle, now that's the moment it is turned on. So it's, I don't know, it just feels kind of different. The other dongles that I have literally all just connected at the moment I connect them with my phone, but not with this one. But that's just a minor issue. Maybe the other thing that I don't really like, I don't know, maybe because of that turning on mechanism. So when I plug this first to my phone and then plugging the IM, when it's kind of turned on when I'm plugging in the IMs, I feel a really loud click voice, and honestly it's annoying. So it's the most of the time when I try to when I want to take my IMs off, I will take this off first from my phone and then taking the IM. If I take also the IM when it's still connected to the phone, I can hear that loud click noise too. And for me, honestly, that's a little bit annoying. But as a user experience sharing here, I noticed that this is one of the most powerful DAC dongle at $50, especially it is rated on 150 milliwatts at 30 ohms. That basically it's definitely more powerful in comparison with this Dawn Pro from Moondrop that is rated at 140, and this UA1S that only, if I'm not mistaken, only around 70 milliwatts, so it's pretty small. That power does give me some confidence, also a bit easier pair to a lot of IMs, especially the hard ones like this KZ-PR2. It feels a little bit proper when I'm using this, so I could get a proper power, I could get a proper volume of bass and impact from this dongle. So yeah, maybe if you need powerful dongle, this is one for you. Now, how about the sound? Again, regarding the sound of dongles, I need to put some dongles first into perspective, so I hope we can relate. First of all, this 7Hz 71, still, I think this is one of the proper neutral warm-ish sound signature that I've ever tried in any dongles. It sounds clean, it sounds proper, not a lot of bass, but just proper, nice mid-range, overall clean presentation from this dongle. Now, after this, I consider the UA1S to be warm sounding. I get a warmer note in especially vocal. Also the bass sounds fuller, but the treble somehow sounds smoother and more softer. So if I'm comparing that also with this Moondrop Dawn Pro, I also consider this Moondrop Dawn Pro to be somehow a little bit similar to the 771. It sounds clean, it sounds not warm or bright, it sounds just proper neutral for me. Now the Epz TP20, I consider this to be like the bigger sounding version of the Shanling UA1S. It sounds definitely more full compared to the 771 or this Moondrop Dawn Pro. The bass feels fuller, it feels punchier also in the mid-bass area, and also the vocal, especially male vocal, does sounds more weightful, I would say. But the treble is also a little bit softer, it's also a little bit smoother. So yes, for me, I consider this dongle to be somehow warm sounding. But the thing that I like is immediately when I'm changing from UA1S to this TP20, even though they cost almost the same, but the first one, the UA1S, is considerably sounds smaller in stage presentation, while this TP20 sounds larger and more majestic in any kind of music that I played. So simply said, this is sound warm but also majestic at the same time. It sounds large, it sounds full, and it is a powerful dongle. So at the end of the day, do I recommend it? Well, if I'm talking about sound quality only, if you're looking for something that is powerful but also sound full, well, I think yes, this is definitely worth it. But there are some perks maybe that I don't really enjoy using them, but well, most of all it's based on my user experience. Like the weight of it is just too heavy for me when I keep them dangling like this. I can't help but yeah, it's just scary sometimes. And also about that loud click noise when I'm plugging my IMs to this. But other than that, if I'm talking about sound quality and power only, yes, this is good. It's even more powerful than some of the dongles at this price point, and it does have a nice, good stage presentation. I think that's all I could say about this dongle. So thank you for watching, and if you're interested in buying it, I'm giving you an AliExpress link to buy in the description below. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.